Shaw Grigsby. I'm here in the Strike King booth at ICAST 2018. Now, what's cool about ICAST, this is where all the new products get introduced for next year. They're introduced right now. And I'm in the Strike King booth, and guess what they got? A KVD 15. You go, well, that's not new. No, but this one is. Check this out. 15 deep. Deep bill. Still a square bill, got killer action because it's not just purring, so it purrs, it'll kick and do neat things, which triggers a bite. You know, with a crankbait, you want to go down there and bump into something, which makes it deflect, and that's where you get the bite. Well, you don't have to do that. You get it through the water column, it'll do here and there, and the cool thing, it's got a big slide bearing in here, which means when you make a cast, that bearing goes to the end, cast like a bullet. So your super long cast, this thing will dive to about 12 feet. Imagine having a small crankbait dives to 12 feet. Usually we're throwing a big one to get there. Neat bait, one of the new ones. You will have to have this in your box because now you can fish that zone, that 10 to 12 or 8 to 12, where you get a bait that gets down there and gets to them and still small. You don't have to have a big giant bait. KVD 15 deep, great bait. Now we got a lot more baits. I mean, this one is incredible, and you're going, oh my goodness, it's huge. Sexy dog. You know, we got the little dog and then the regular one, and now we got a big one. This is called the KVD Mega Dog, and it is mega big. I mean, if you look at that, that's about 8 inches, so that's a little under 7 inches of pure bass catching stud plastic right there. KVD Mega Dog. Where are you going to use this one? I'm going to use it because bass, this is just like a bluegill. You know, it's nothing more than that. It's a bite size for them. You catch big ones all the time on this bait. Another thing, if you happen to be around any saltwater, musky, you know, you got northern pike, this is a loud, obnoxious. You can throw it. Now what I do, because you can throw it just like normal, but I put this on my frog rod. So instead of throwing it on a medium, you know, top water rod, throw it on a medium heavy 7.2, zip it out there, 50-pound braid, and then I put a little short leader of whatever fluorocarbon, or you can just put, you know, if you're fishing toothy critters, you might want to use metal or something like that, you know, a little leader. But anyway, you get it out there, that's going to be killer. Saltwater, redfish, you know, I mean, all kinds of fish that eat topwater, even tuna, are going to eat this bait. Mega Dog, I love that. Let me show you something for you finesse anglers, and I'm looking for the box. Z2 has been around a long time, the Z2. We now have a baby Z2. It's a I'm trying to get the box open. There it is. It's a small, you know, 2-point-something inch long little deal. Look at that. Still made out of the Cyberflex, so stretchy go, salt infused. You talk about using it like a Demiki rig on a little jig head. Use it drop shotting. It is the perfect little drop shot bass killing son of a gun. So that's our new baby Z2. Got it in all kinds of great colors. So these colors will, you know, just be perfect for just about any fishing situation. And it's a little small Z2. So that's a great bait. One of my favorites, and I'm not sure how much it applies around the country, but it applies to me. We've had the cut R worm out. Now the cut R is just a normal standard, you know, 5-inch. We now have a 7-inch. That is a big piece of plastic, and where this really excels is throwing it out and reeling it through vegetation, because that tail kicks. So this is like an Ocho, you know, it wobbles when you can throw it weightless, just put a hook in it. You can Texas rig it, you can Carolina rig it, but it's a big bait for big fish. I actually finished in the top 12 on this in Kentucky Lake. I was actually up into second place, I think, after day 2. Fishing with this new prototype bait. So tremendous bait is something that I just got to have in my box. I feel that the next tournament we're going up to Maryland, and Maryland doesn't necessarily have giant fish, but it has a lot of vegetation. I'm going to be able to use this. I can throw it out in the grass, slow reel it through the grass. It's like a snake coming through there. They choke it. So wonderful bait. It's the new cut R worm, and I tell you, I mean, we just keep having them. I mean, we got little baby rage swimmer. Now we've had the 2.75, the 3.75, and the 4.75. That's inches long. but we had the 275 is kind of this little skinny bait. So now we put one in between it. So now between the fat 375 and the skinny little 275, we now have a 325. So it is a perfect bait fish size. Again, you can drop shot this. I put it on a shaky head and just swim it, and the smallmouth choke this deal. So it's just a great bait to have in your arsenal, and it bridges the gap between the fat, the regular good sized bait fish, and the tiny bait fish. It just kind of fits right in that design. So I mean, it just keeps going at Strike King. I love it because Strike King produces some of the best baits in the world. You just got to check them out, StrikeKing.com, and I'm just fortunate to be right here at ICAST to be able to see them first.